Now we will start with composition. First of all, see inheritancy, composition, aggregation. These are concepts in object-oriented programming to create a relationship between two classes. Okay. In case of inheritancy, we have seen we create one base class and then we create one child class. Okay, and that child class extends base class with some added functionality. Okay, that idea we already know. We have seen different kinds of inheritances also, like multi-level, single inheritancy, multiple inheritancy, hierarchical inheritancy, hybrid inheritancy. So see what we have said here, inheritancy models what is called as a is a relationship. Okay, means inheritancy is a kind of relationship which depicts is a kind of relationship here. Okay, so how you can mention it like this here. It's a base class, it's a derived class. So derived class inherits all the content of a base class, plus it creates its own version. You can say derived is a special version of a base class. Okay, you can mention it like this: derived is a specialized version of a base class. Okay, derived class is a specialized version of a base class. So here comes is a, so that's why you can say inheritancy models is a kind of relationship. Inheritancy models is a kind of relationship. It's like, for example, suppose if you have a base class like name as an animal. Okay, if you're having a base class animal, and if you derive to create a horse class, then you can say horse is an animal. Okay, means like suppose base class is an animal, horse class is a child, so you can say horse is an animal. So there comes is. So that's why it is known as an is a kind of relationship. Okay, so here see we have already seen inheritance syntax. Suppose this is animal class. Now we are writing horse class, which is child of animal class. Okay, so whenever you are defining horse class, it will implement, means it will follows interface and implementation of animal class, plus it can have its own version also. So you can say horse class is just nothing but animal. Horse is an animal. So that is how you can understand this is a relationship in inheritance. So that we already know. Now next one is a composition. Now if inheritancy is a relationship, composition models has a relationship. Okay, inheritancy models is a relationship, composition models has a relationship. So how you can model it now? See what we have said, the composition means having a container object that contains other objects. Means in case of composition, we having one object and that object contains another object. Okay, in case of composition, two classes will be there. One class contains object of another class. Okay, so these two classes are known as a composite class and component class. Okay, composite class and component class. Composite class is a class which contains object of a component class. This like two class will be there. One class considered as a composite class, one class considered as a component class. Composite class contains object of component class. Okay, so this relationship we can define like this: composite has a component, composite has a component. So that's why it is known as a has a kind of relation. Okay, composite has a component. So see, understand this wording. In case of inheritance, we said child is a extended version of parent. Child is a extended version of parent. In case of composition, we are saying composite has a component. Composite has a component. So if you go with previous example, like what we have said, animal is a parent, horse is a child, so horse is an animal. Now we are defining like horse class can be composed by another object of type tail. Horse class can be composed by another object of type tail component. So you can say horse has a tail. Horse has a tail. Okay, so horse is an animal, so that is inheritancy. Horse has a tail, that is a composition. Okay, so see, composition enables to reuse code by adding objects to other objects as opposed to inheriting the interface and implementation of other classes. It's like you can say both horse and dog classes can leverage the functionality of tail through composition without deriving one class from another class here. Okay, so that is idea of composition here. So we can mention some differences between inheritance and composition in simple words like this. See, in inheritance, class extended by a new, means one class is extended by a new subclass that will add custom attribute and behavior to the inherited class. In composition, a class is utilized by creating an instance of it and including that instance inside another larger object. So inherency extends a class, while composition instance create an instance of a class. Okay, so in case of inherency, a class extends another class. In case of composition, class creates instance of another class. So that is difference. Okay, to see a small example of composition here, we are writing one class known as a salary. Okay, salary, that is obviously defining salary of a person. So here we are just writing one constructor which defines salary. Okay, so here we are creating one variable like say pay that we are initializing through this constructor. Okay, there is one another method, get total method. So by through this method we are just returning salary of 12 months like self.pay into 12. So there is one class salary with only one attribute, that is pay, get total method which returns salary of 12 months. Now we are writing one class employee. Now you can understand here itself that employee has a salary, so obviously you need to create object of salary inside this employee class here. Okay, so see how we are defining it. Here also we write constructor passing one, we are defining one variable of this employee, that is bonus, and we are passing this pay value also here. Okay, so see how we are initializing it. Self dot bonus equal to bonus, and now see here we are creating object of this salary class now. Okay, by name suppose says sal, so here we are saying self dot sal is equal to salary. This salary we are passing this payment. So this is what we have done here, that is known as a has a relationship. Okay, here you can say employee has a salary, employee has a salary. So inside this employee class we are creating object of salary. Inside this employee class we are creating object of salary. Okay, so here we will just write one another method, say annual salary. Here we are returning this annual salary like total salary is equal to, see we will call this get total method through this salary object with addition of bonus. Okay, finally here create object of employee by passing bonus and salary, printing annual salary by calling this annual salary method that will print whatever annual salary is over there. Okay, so see arrangement of these classes how we have created. First, one class is there salary. Okay, this class you can call it as a component class according to the terminology of composition. It contains one property, that is pay. We are initializing this property through constructor. Contains one method get total which just returns pay into 12. Now EMP class, what we have written is just nothing but composite class. So composite has a component. Here you can see composite has a component. So composite, in very simple words you can understand it like this: if a class contains object of another class, that is just nothing but a composition. A class contains object of another class, that you can call it as a composition, that you can call it as a has a relationship between two classes. So next is aggregation. Now see, first of all, aggregation and composition both are having same idea. It's like aggregation here. Aggregation is an association that describes has a relationship between objects. So aggregation also creates has a relationship like a composition. Okay, so just like classroom and student are linked with has a relationship. So first we'll see how to implement aggregation. Now here in this case you can see we have created one salary class and employee has a salary. So here we create object of salary class here. Now in this case you can consider like EMP is owning this salary object. Okay, EMP class is owning this salary object. It's like when this employee object will be get destroyed, this salary object will be also get destroyed. Okay, now we'll just create some modification in this program, and that will be considered as an aggregation way of implementing has a relationship here. See the changes only what we are doing. Now this salary object we are not creating inside this class. Okay, instead of that we are creating this salary object outside of this class here. Okay, so here we are passing this salary value to this salary object. Okay, and to employee constructor we are passing object of this salary. Okay, to this employee constructor we are passing object of salary. So this will look somewhat like this now. Okay, see, only change what we have done in previous case, in composition case, we create object of salary over here inside this EMP class. So EMP behaves like a owner of salary object. Now only change what we have made here, we create object of salary outside of EMP class, and we are passing reference of this salary object to EMP. So now EMP is not owning this salary object. The outcome will be remain same. Okay, and this relationship, everything what we have said will be as it is only, and still you have to say EMP has a salary. Only the way of writing code we changed, and this is known as an example of aggregation. This is known as an example of aggregation. So here you can see difference between composition and aggregation. First of all, see, both are providing the same idea, same concept. So aggregation is an association between two objects which describes a has a relationship, while the composition is the most specific type of aggregation that implies ownership. Means like that is a small modification. In composition we imply has a relationship by following ownership. Okay, so that is the main difference between composition and aggregation. Once again I am repeating, ownership is just like you can see here. Right now salary object we have created outside and passing it to employee object. In previous case we created a salary object over here. So in that way you can say this composite is owning this component object here. Okay, so that is only difference between aggregation and composition. Okay, and with that, as we have said, destroying the owning object does not affect the containing object. Okay, in aggregation. However, in composition, destroying the owning object affects the containing object. Hence, that is another difference between aggregation and composition. But finally, we need to conclude like this: composition and aggregation both follows has a relationship. Inheritance follows is a relationship. And these are the concepts to create a relationship between two classes in object-oriented programming.